Today, we'll be taking a look at the state of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is a state with 2 drawings a day, 7 days a week. And right now, we're looking at the overall column result for the month of September 2020, their midday drawing. So if you've been with me since the very beginning, you already know what this is. The number on the left-hand side represents each and every day for the month of September. The number on the right represents which column that played for that specific day. Now you may refer to columns as the hit sum. I recommend that you wait 13 to 15 days and allow for your state to manifest a pattern. See which column they're playing from the most, see which column they're playing from the least, and see which column is not playing at all. And this will help you minimize your combination selections and also prepare you for bigger hits. Now, I like to point out that on the 29th and 30th, we do not have what column that played because we're doing this video right now in the month of September, okay? So as we can see, on the 5th of September, they played from column 2. And on the 6th of September, they played from column 0. Okay, towards the middle of the month, they came back to column 2 on the 17th, and on the 18th, column 0 followed. Okay, these are patterns. These are things you want to look for. These are the things that's going to minimize those combination selections and also prepare you for bigger hits. So if I was playing this drawing on the 17th when the 2 column played, I definitely would have considered combinations coming from column 0 on the 18th and column 0 only. Why? Because of the pattern that happened earlier in the month. So for this, we decided to use a rundown strategy. So if you're familiar with rundowns, you already know what this is. I know a lot of people have their favorite type of rundowns they like to use, like 111 or 369 or 317 or 123. Well, we're using a combination that played on the 17th from column 2 as our rundown number. 921, okay? This is the way the combination came out. So we're using that number for our rundown strategy, okay? So you know that we just add the number back into itself 10 times until we get back to the original combination, okay? And while we're doing this, any totals that we get that comes to a double digit, we know that we use the number that's in the ones position. So for example, 9 plus 9 is 18, okay? 18 plus 9 is 27, okay? So we're using the ones position in our rundown, okay? 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10. We're using the 0, whatever falls in the 1 position. And the same thing with 1, we just run it down until we get back to the original number. Okay, so once this rundown strategy was completed, I knew that I was going to look for combinations coming from column 0 and column 0 only according to the pattern that happened earlier in the month. Okay, now remember, each individual column only has 22 combinations. So I want to find all the combinations I can from column 0 in this rundown strategy. And if you watch rundown strategies I did from the past, I like using the middle part of the rundown. I consider that the heart of the rundown. You will find 70 to 80% of your winning combinations inside or right around the heart of the rundown. So for column 0, this is what I found. 7, 8, 5. Okay, we have the 7 and the 8 and the 5 inside the heart, and we know that the numbers have to be touching. Okay, also right here. 5, 2, 3, right here in the heart of the rundown. 8, 0, 2, you have the 8 outside on top of the heart, the 0 and the 2 inside. 3, 6, 1, okay. You have the 3 inside the heart, 6 and 1. 4, 0, 6, right here in the heart of the rundown. 4, 4, 2, a double, right here in the heart of the rundown. 5, 0, 5, in the heart of the rundown. 6, 6, 8, another double, right here on the top of the heart. 4, 8, 8, another double, with the 4 inside, and you have the 8s right here. Okay, so if I was going to use this strategy, I definitely would have played all these combinations, okay, on the 18th. It was worth a shot to see if this strategy would work and to see if they will follow pattern for what they did earlier in the month. And sure enough, on the 18th, they played 406, right in the heart of the rundown. So this definitely would have been a hit for me, okay? Now, it could be that easy if you monitor exactly what your state is doing. Look for similar patterns, okay? Find the strategies that work for your state on this channel. Make sure you have the overall column results, okay? Learn to minimize those combination selections within the columns and prepare for the big hit. Today, we'll be taking a look at a new strategy for this channel. So I do encourage you to pay very close attention to this, even if it's not your state. And I also would like to encourage you to share this with others that also plays this game Pick 3. Right now we're looking at New Mexico. New Mexico has 2 drawings a day, 7 days a week. And right now, this is August 2020, their evening overall column results. So if you've been with me since the very beginning, you already know what this is. The number on the left-hand side represents each and every day for the month of August. The number on the right represents which column that played for that specific day. Now you may refer to columns as the hit sum of the day. Now I recommend that you wait 13 to 15 days and allow for your state to manifest a pattern. See which column they're playing from the most. See which column they're playing from the least. And see which column is not playing at all. And this will help you minimize your combination selections and also prepare you for bigger hits. Okay, so as we look at this overall column result for evening drawing for New Mexico, we can see that on the 1st of August, they played from the 4 column. And on the 2nd of August, they played from the 1 column. Okay, on the 4th of August, they played from the 4 column again. And on the 5th, the 2 column followed. Okay, a little bit later in the month, on the 11th, the 4 column came back. And this time on the 12th, the 0 column followed. Okay. On the 16th, the 4 column played again. And on the 17th, the 1 column followed, okay? Sometimes you will get patterns like these, okay? That's why it's very important to monitor exactly what your state is doing, okay? Look for those patterns. So if I was playing this drawing on the 16th when the 4 column came back, I definitely would have considered combinations coming from column 1, column 2, and column 0, okay? According to these patterns that happened earlier. Okay, so for this, we decided to use a rundown. Okay, so if you're familiar with rundown strategies, you already know what this is. I know a lot of people like to use different types of strategies when using rundowns with the 1-1-1 method, or the 1-2-3 method, or 3-2-1, 3-1-7. But for this rundown, we're using the combination that played on the 16th, okay, from column 4. We're using that number as our rundown, okay? So we're simply just adding each number back into itself 10 times until we get back to the original combination. Okay, so of course with 0 plus 0 equals nothing. So that clears that number. For the number 5, 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. So when we're adding and we come up with a double-digit total, we know that we take the number that's in the 1 position for our rundown, okay? So we just continue to add until we get back to the original combination, okay, on the 10th time. 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 plus 9 is 27. 27 plus 9 is 36. Okay, we're using the number that's in the 1's position, working our way all the way back down. We continue adding until we come back to the original number, okay? So after completing this rundown, I knew that I was going to be looking for combinations coming from column 1, column 2, and column 0, okay, according to these patterns that happened earlier in the month. Now remember, each individual column has 22 combinations, okay? So I want to find all the combinations I can from all 3 of these columns in this rundown, okay? A total of 66 combinations I'm looking for out of all 3 of these columns, okay? So for column 1, this is what I found, 876, and we know that the numbers have to be touching, okay? Now, if you see my videos from the past where I did rundowns, you know, I recommend that you look for combinations in a rundown, the middle part of the rundown. I consider that the heart of the rundown. You will find 70 to 80% of your winning combinations inside or right around the heart of the rundown, okay? So 4, 5, 2, okay? 5 inside. 506 with the 0 and 6 on top of the heart and the 5 inside. 1 0 0. Okay, the 0 on the bottom of the heart. Okay, so these were the 4 combinations out of 22 that I can find that was closest to the heart, okay, or right around the heart of this rundown for column 1. These were the top 4, okay. For column 2, I found 543, 507, right here at the top, 5 inside, 0 and 7, 525, a double, okay, got 1 5 inside the heart, the 2, and 002, okay, a double, right here, right under the heart. Okay, so these were the top 4 combinations I found from column 2, okay, that were inside or right around the heart of the rundown. For column 0, I found 532, okay, 5 and 3 inside the heart, 550, a double right here in the heart of the rundown, and of course 000, okay, all over this rundown. So if I was going to use this strategy, I definitely would have played all 11 of these combinations, okay? These were the top 11 I would have played out of 66 combinations from 22 out of all of these 3 columns total. I would have played these top 11, okay, if I was going to use this and see if they was going to come back according to pattern, okay? And sure enough, on the 17th, they played 650 right here. So this definitely would have been a hit for me if I wanted to use this strategy. So I do encourage you to try this strategy in your state, see how often it works, okay? Make record of the days of the week that it actually worked, okay? Learn to minimize those combinations within the columns and prepare for the big hit. If you found this information useful, I do encourage you to share with others that you know that plays Pick 3 and also uses rundowns with Pick 3. Always remember, it's always better to give than receive, and the more you learn, the more you earn. Take care, everybody.